Britain's massive tax cut package, the biggest since 1972, has met immediate storm backlash and threw financial markets into turmoil. As Chancellor of the Exchequer, Kwasi Kwarteng unveiled his ambitious £45 billion British pound plan last week, the British pound fell more than 3% to a 37-year low against the US dollar. A British expert pointed out the package is a gamble.
Well, what the British government has done, particularly in its package announced last Friday, is to take a big bet that you can improve things by maxing out the credit card. You borrow more to give a combination of tax cuts and support for households and businesses. If that doesn't work, it could cause further inflation, which will require a bigger reaction from the Bank of England, meaning higher interest rates. And it could also mean a fall in the exchange rate, which aggravates inflation even further.
Britain's consumer price index rose by 9.9% in the 12 months to August, as food and non-alcoholic beverage prices rose by 13.1%. To tackle high inflation, the Bank of England has increased interest rates to 2.25%, the highest since 2008. Analysts worried the tax cuts policy would ramp up public borrowing, bring much fiscal uncertainty, and push up already high inflation.
City of London and other financial centres have been rather sceptical about the decisions taken last week by the new British government to go for a very dramatic budget. You can't call it a mere fiscal event in which there's going to be massive tax cuts and an increase in public spending. This means the UK will have to borrow more in financial markets, and the result of this has been to raise the interest rate in the markets as opposed to what the central bank set, and make the prospect of borrowing by the British government more expensive. What's of more concern is what consequences it has 18 months, 2 years down the line, when it could show up as a very significant increase in not just the budget deficit, but the level of public debt, which then hangs over the economy for a relatively long period. And that's the sense in which it's a gamble.
Local citizens also voiced their concerns about the currency devaluation and economic prospects.
Well, obviously that's not good, is it? Because the strength of the pound is being seriously weakened. I don't know too much about currency, but I do know it used to be a lot higher than the dollar.
The fact that currency has been very, very detrimental, it's now going to be extremely challenging for us. Sadly, all of our suppliers import goods from all around the world. They're really struggling to try and hold on to their prices. We are suffering because of how that they just pass increases immediately on to us, and we subsequently have to pass it on to the end user. And we've already felt their shopping patterns are changed, whereby they're only buying what they need essentially, and they're hesitating to spend.
Maybe we can wait till later to see what happens. I don't think it's a good idea, but it's been done. People are moving about. I don't think the trickle-down effect has ever worked.